All right, sausages. Let's do a little critique, little email copy roast here. So, title, Magical Mind Hack Mantras into Confident Body Success Kit. So I have not read this yet. I normally won't read them before I critique them. The point is to do it in real time. So, for context, by the way, if you are submitting copy for me to roast in the Facebook group, context helps me a lot. That way I know what the fuck you're talking about, and I'm not super confused and unable to roast the email properly. So, for context, this email will be sent 3 days after they got the free Magical Mind Hack Mantras, which are guided meditations to remove subconscious blocks for weight loss related issues. Now I want to sell them into the Confident Body Success Kit, which is a $297 course that helps them go deeper, uncover their personal root cause issues, and get a deeper level of healing. P.S. I call myself Dur at the end because it's my healer persona that I refer to. Okay, wonderful. I actually believe in this type of stuff. Your subconscious mind is wildly powerful. I even have a money meditations channel if you want to look up Ian Stanley Money Meditations. So I believe in this stuff. Your identity creates your reality. If you, day after day, just believe I'm an overweight person, then your subconscious and all of your actions are going to match that identity, and you will stay that way. If you identify as a fit person, you will. And I'm not talking identity like all the 2023 shit, like I identify as a fucking couch or I identify as a cat or whatever. We're talking real identities. So, subject line, when ish starts to come up. I like the ish part. There's some good personality in there. It's not super specific, but that's probably fine. We'll say it's good for now. By now, you've probably had time to go through a few of the mind hack mantras I sent you a couple of days ago. Some of the things you might have noticed, physical sensations in your body or aha moments. Okay, so it's an okay opening line, not a lot of curiosity, really more of a recap, which can be okay. This sentence doesn't make total sense. Some things you might have noticed. It should just be rewritten here, like you might have noticed some things like physical sensations in your body or aha moments, instead of some of the things you might have noticed with the colon. We don't typically want to use fancy sort of semicolons and things like that. We want it to be simple to read. Periods are your friend in writing. I don't know about in real life. I've never had a period personally. But I would say periods over commas, commas over semicolons for sure. So you may have noticed some physical sensations in your body or aha moments. If you haven't had a chance to go through them yet or didn't feel anything at all, no worries, you didn't do anything wrong. What this tells me is if you haven't gone through them yet, you have deeper blocks to move through, subconscious blocks that are stopping you from taking action towards your goals, things you might not even be aware of. B, if you didn't feel anything, you have blocks that were not addressed in the generalized mantras I provided, things unique to you, an event, experience, emotion, or environment that created a protection mechanism, which is something that stops us dead in our tracks. No worries, I've got you. Okay, it's a little confusing here just because it's like, look, some of the things you may have noticed, and you sort of then only talk to the people who didn't notice anything, which is a little bit confusing. You could even just say, if you notice those things, that's awesome. You're already on the path to achieving your goals. If you haven't noticed anything, you haven't done anything wrong. What it tells me is this. So just sort of reaffirm and congratulate the people who have felt those things. Not necessarily congratulate, but just sort of reaffirm that what they're doing is good. Whereas I've got you, that's exactly why I created the Confident Body Success Kit. It was created to help you uncover the emotional root cause stopping you in your weight loss journey. It helps you understand exactly what your unique blockage is and why it's there and what to do about it. When you apply what I teach you in the kit, you'll have everything you need to do to successfully complete your weight loss journey, reignite your motivation, and regain confidence in your body image. You can finish. So one thing here is the sentences are a little bit long. There's a lot of commas here and just sort of length to the sentences. I would run this through Hemingway, HemingwayApp.com. It's a free thing. Just run it through there. Get it down to a third grade level, and that'll help. So when you apply, you'll have everything you need to successfully complete your journey, reignite, You can finish it in a week or spread it over 6 weeks. It's completely self-paced. You don't have to stress about it. There's even an option to have accountability, community, and personalized help. I'm so sure the Confident Body Success Kit will help you uncover the root cause blocking you from reaching your weight loss and confidence goals, that if you apply everything I teach and don't see any results, I'll refund you and pay you $100. Okay. One thing I'll say is I would have another email. You can definitely put this in here, but that's a good hook in itself. Whenever I'm writing emails, I think emails beget more emails, right? The more you write, the more you can write. So if I start writing and I find a little hook in there, now I'm going to go and put that either just in another text edit file for later. But basically, I'll pay you $100 if I waste your time. That's a subject line for another email. I'll pay you $100 if I waste your time, because that's a great promise and offer that you've got there. My overall sort of notes and feeling on this is that it felt very much, it's very direct as a pitch. There's not a lot of there's not much of a bridge. So this is, when you go from, if you haven't gone through them, this is what's going on. That's why I created the Confident Body Success Kit. It sort of feels a little bit like, when you have a smooth transition, it's like a sandpaper transition. It feels smooth when you go from email body to call to action. This is a bit more like a hammer transition. It sort of feels like you got hit over the head with a hammer and you're like, okay, how did we get to the product already? So I feel like there needs to be a few sentences here that sort of describe, just in a little more depth, like either what does happen when you remove the blocks, like suddenly you'll find that you're not even craving the foods that you used to crave, and that's without changing any of your eating habits. Your eating habits will change naturally based on changing your subconscious mind. Or what I would do here is put there's really just 2 to 3 sentences missing to transition from, you've got these blocks to here's the, Confident Body Success Kit. And so my thought here is what you need is a couple sentences that either, like I said, describe it or a little story, right? So let me explain with a story. There's a woman named Jessica who went through the program and she had tried every single diet possible and it would work for 2 to 3 weeks or 4 weeks. And then she would always revert back to the weight she had because in her mind, she was an overweight person and that's what she believed or whatever, whatever you say. Once she finally went through the Confident Body Success Kit, she found that she lost, 22 pounds over the next 45 days without having to starve herself or this or that, simply because she realized she had a block from her childhood about a time when her mum said, eat your broccoli, there are starving kids in Africa, whatever the fuck it was, right? And just give a little bit of a story of what can happen or what did happen to someone, or just a little more explanation. So, and overall it's solid, it's fine, the copy's fine. It doesn't have a lot of personality, which not every email has to have a lot of personality, but this one just has not much at all. There's no connection to you as a person because of the way that you're writing here. It just feels like solid copy, solid email copy, that not anybody could have written, but that is good enough, but it's not amazing. And so I would just think through, is there a way to come in here and interject some personality, maybe through unique words or stories, or just developing a voice that sort of stands out from other stuff. Also, I happen to know who wrote this email is in the Collective, which is my fractional consulting group, so feel free to bring this in there and I'll look at it and sort of tell you more and we can talk directly. Most of the people are not in that group because it's expensive, but it's very good. I may put a link in the description to it if you want to apply. But yeah, so that's my main thing. Again, subject line is solid. I like the ish has some personality, right? And I would even maybe describe what that is. Some people don't know what ish is. You may be wondering when I say when ish comes up, what is that? Maybe it's the feeling of craving food at a random moment. You don't know why. Maybe it's whatever it might be. So there's my feedback. If you guys want me to look at your copy for free, you can win a chance to have me look at it in my Facebook group. I will put that in the description below, as well as how to get on my email list if you want to read my shit. And also my book is free. You just pay shipping. You can go to persuasionhitman.com, put www because ClickFunnels is being a dong, and making it not work without the www. So www.persuasionhitman.com. It's in the bio thing description as well. Let me know if you like this, if you learned anything from it in the comments. Hit the like button if you feel like it, because that helps the algorithm, which is a word that people say way too much nowadays. And if you hated it, say something mean in the comments. Go ahead. It won't bother me. I don't care, but it may make you feel better because your life's miserable and you like to say mean things on the internet, and that's fully okay and warranted and welcome. So that's probably all I've got for now. I will see you guys in another video.